welcome to the Batmud Show. My name is Lynn, and this is a show about Batmud. Well, here's some big Batmud news. Recently, a Batmud mapper was introduced into the game. This is a plugin where you can map rooms in the game. I've used it a little bit, and I really like what I've seen so far. Glowrum created the mapper, and he said that we could ask him some questions about it, and so we'll have more about the Batclient mapper on the next show. And now it's time for our Ask Batmud segment. This week's question was, tell us about your favorite EQ experience.
Here's what Xyloid said. My favorite EQ experience is Ixablat, the skeletal dragon. You have to have 18 people to get into its lair. I've only been in on one kill, and I had a hugely minor role, but got to watch the progress and listen in. It was a lot of fun. It was my favorite for two reasons. Partly because it takes coordination between different teams, and partly because it's like a lottery. You never know what EQ you're going to get. Merc said, my favorite EQ experience must have been my Asmodeus kill. I was so nervous the whole day before Asmo, mainly because I was responsible for almost 100 megs worth of other players' EQ and cash. But Asmo's death is all about sacrification. If there wasn't enough people to sacrifice, the whole 100 megs would have been in vain. Also, I consider Asmo to be the ultimate kill. To achieve that, well, ought to say, but I really felt genuine joy. Also, my first Asmodeus kill was very close, because we almost ran out of sackers. I think there were only 2 more sackers in the queue before the killing blow. Nowadays, I know several much harder and tougher monsters, but it still has a special place in my mind and a red kill in my finger. Here's what Vita says. He said, I gotta say, my favorite EQ experience is I think from around 1997. At that time, there were still a lot of mid-Bs in the game. I was one of them. I had only done some minor mid-B EQ, nothing big, nothing special. I was playing Crimson, so I could tank stuff. Anyways, things kind of started the day before the actual EQ party. I was out in a bar with my friend Tuba, and we ran into a few mutters he knew, but I didn't. Alvin was one of them. I logged into Batmud the next day, and Quirk was forming a party to kill Kaiser Wexus. Alvin told me to come tank it. I had never done something so major, but I gladly went. In the end, the dragon died, and I diced first and got the ring. It was, and still is, very valuable. I traded the ring for like 5 to 6 good nomad tanking items and got into my high B EQ career with just one party. Nice.
All right, thank you so much to everyone who participated. Our next Ask Batmud's topic is going to be player killing. So, send us either your favorite PvP story or just your general opinion on PvP, anything you want to say about player killing. Either send me a tell in Batmud, or you can email us at thebatmudshow@gmail.com. All right, now it is time for the question and answer part of the show. Here's the first question. It's from Higgins. I have gotten some of my real-life friends to play Batmud, but they've all stopped playing fairly early on. What kept you playing? Well, for me, I had a friend who helped me out in the beginning a lot. He loaned me EQ and dragged me for EXP and patiently explained all of the complicated parts. He bugged me to keep playing even when I didn't feel like it. After 2 years of that and 300 megs of EXP, I started to really like Batmud. Next question. Oh, it's from Blake. I really like leading EQ, and I like the people I take to EQ, but when I get frustrated, I can be really abusive to my party members. How can I show them that I care? Well, I'm glad you asked about this, Blake. I know that dealing with party members can be frustrating at times. However, it is imperative that your members feel appreciated. So, to show you care, you should use positive reinforcement instead of yelling in all caps. For example, saying, "Great job not idling, Lynn," might really motivate someone to keep paying attention. Also, use as many emotes as possible to show affection. You can do huggles or snuggles, or even huggle snuggles, or even just a pat on the back. Whatever you choose, your party members will appreciate it. All right, now it is time for Batmud Secrets. Here is the first secret. I tell everyone on Batmud I'm married with 2 kids, but in real life, I'm single and have never had a serious girlfriend. Here's the next secret. I was so excited to finally become a Batmud wizard, but when I immorted, all my friends just kept asking for unrealistic favors. Now, I never even bother to log on. Here's the last secret. I had been looking forward to going to CampCon for months. I drove all the way to Indiana, but when I got there, I was too nervous and too shy to meet people, so I just stayed in my hotel room for 2 nights, then drove home. Those were really good Batmud secrets. Thank you so much for sending them in. You can send in your Batmud secrets to our show's email address, which is thebatmudshow@gmail.com. All right, that's our show for this week. Thank you so much for watching.